1 minute ago. It's 8:40 a.m. in central London, a city known for calm mornings and busy crossings. But today that peace has shattered. From Westminster to Trafalgar Square, thousands have gathered, raising their voices against Prime Minister Kier Starmer's government. What began as a peaceful demonstration is now spiraling into something much bigger. People are chanting for accountability, waving placards that read "We deserve better" and "Justice for the people." Roads that once carried morning traffic are now flooded with citizens carrying flags, candles, and posters. According to early reports, this was meant to be a peaceful sit-in. Citizens from across the city arrived in groups: teachers, students, workers, even elderly couples, all demanding transparency and fairness from the government. But tension has been rising steadily since the early hours. At Parliament Square, the first line of police has formed barriers, trying to keep the crowd contained. Officers are urging calm, but the atmosphere is thick with frustration. Every time the police loudspeakers call for order, the chants only grow louder. "We are peaceful," they shout. "Don't silence us." The protest, initially organized as a symbol of unity, has taken a sudden emotional turn. Eyewitnesses describe confusion breaking out near Downing Street when a group of marchers tried to cross into a restricted area. In the push and noise, a man fell to the ground. For several moments, the entire protest went silent. People stepped back, shouting for help. Paramedics rushed through the crowd, assisted by volunteers. The tension was unbearable, fear, disbelief, and anger blending into one moment that felt like the heart of London had stopped beating. Officials have not released any details, but the crowd's reaction says it all. Chants of shame and "Step down, Starmer!" erupted as more people arrived. Within minutes, the peaceful march turned into a citywide movement. By 9:30 a.m., London's most iconic locations were filled with demonstrators. At Westminster Bridge, citizens stood side by side holding up photos and banners that read, "We stand for justice." The air echoed with unity. No violence, no aggression, just thousands of people demanding that their voices be heard. Media crews have gathered near the protest lines, their cameras capturing what could be one of the largest public demonstrations in recent years. Some reporters are calling it the wake-up of London. The government's official channels remain quiet, releasing only a short statement acknowledging the ongoing protest situation. But on social media, the story is already everywhere. Millions of posts are trending with hashtags like #NumLondon Protest and Voice of the People. People are live streaming from their phones. The sound of chants, the echo of footsteps, and the sight of citizens holding hands, all of it is now spreading across the world in real time. At 10:15 a.m., the tension reached a turning point. The crowd's patience is fading. Every passing minute without an official response seems to add more fuel to the outrage. And now, citizens are calling not just for answers, but for change. In the distance, Big Ben towers over the crowd, its clock ticking like a countdown to something larger. The streets of London, once filled with calm and routine, are now the stage for a historic moment. As police continue to hold their lines and protest, leaders urge calm. The question remains, how long before this silence from the government turns a peaceful movement into a wave of unstoppable pressure? One voice from the crowd captures the emotion of thousands. A young woman holding a small candle looks into a camera and says, "We came here for peace, not to be ignored." The feed cuts, but her words linger, and London holds its breath. The streets of London remain alive with energy. By 11 a.m., the crowd has grown exponentially. Citizens who were watching from windows, cafes, and side streets are now joining the main demonstration. The movement is no longer just a march. It's a citywide awakening. Protesters are calling for Kier Starmer to step down, chanting, "Step down, Starmer!" and "We deserve accountability" across bridges, squares, and avenues. Traffic has completely stopped. Buses and cars stand idle as people fill the roads shoulder to shoulder, carrying banners that read, "Our city, our voice, and power to the people." Media crews are broadcasting live from multiple locations. Journalists describe a unique scene, a protest without chaos, but with unstoppable energy. The atmosphere is charged not with anger, but with collective insistence for fairness. Social media posts are streaming in by the millions. The world is watching as London citizens demand their voices be heard. At 12 p.m., the first formal response from government officials arrives, a brief statement urging calm and promising to review public concerns. But the crowd sees it as insufficient. Chants grow louder, people are holding their phones high, live streaming messages directly to the Prime Minister, King Charles and even Prince William urging them to take notice. Volunteer medics and community leaders have organized safe zones for anyone feeling overwhelmed. Teachers and students are linking arms to form human corridors along major intersections. London is a city united, moving as one, and no barricade can contain it. By early afternoon, the focus has shifted from just the government to the broader conversation: fairness, transparency, and trust. Citizens are not just protesting. They are sending a message that their voices cannot be silenced. A middle-aged man standing near Trafalgar Square shouts into a microphone, "We will not be ignored. Our city, our rules." The crowd echoes him, their voices blending into a wave of unwavering determination. Police maintain their presence but are careful not to escalate the situation. Most officers are documenting the event, observing rather than intervening. Tension is high, but there is no aggression, only the raw intensity of citizens reclaiming their right to be heard. As the sun begins to lower in the sky, millions of Londoners remain on the streets. Children wave small flags, families walk together, and neighbors greet each other in a way that feels historic. The entire city has become a demonstration of unity and purpose. Reports confirm that live footage from drones is circulating worldwide. Major news outlets are covering London in real time, showing the world a movement fueled not by chaos, but by steadfast demand for accountability. Even outside Westminster, people are leaving flowers and notes of support, symbolic gestures of peaceful insistence. By 5:30 p.m., the movement reaches its peak. Protest leaders address the crowd from platforms at Trafalgar Square and Parliament Square. Every message emphasizes one thing: the protest is peaceful, unified, and persistent. They call for Starmer to answer their questions publicly, for the government to listen, and for a pathway toward restoring trust. And the crowd responds. A coordinated chant begins. "Starmer, listen! We are your city!" Even as evening approaches, the streets remain full. London has become a living testament to citizen power, a movement that cannot be ignored, disrupted, or silenced. The message is clear: change is not requested anymore. It is demanded. As night falls, the city lights reflect on the thousands of people still standing. Flags, banners, and smartphones create a mosaic of determination across London. The message has traveled beyond city limits. The country, the monarchy, and the world are watching. Tonight, London sleeps differently. The air is no longer just calm. It is charged with awareness, unity, and the unspoken understanding that this peaceful movement has changed the city forever. This is Brit Alert News. If you believe in truth and citizen power, subscribe now, because London's story isn't over. It's just beginning.